Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the hustle and bustle of daily life? It's easy to get caught up in the chaos. But today, we're diving into ancient wisdom that can bring clarity and calmness to even the busiest minds. Imagine this. In the midst of life's challenges, there lies a profound wisdom that teaches us how to navigate through it all with grace and understanding. That's where Buddhism comes in. A timeless philosophy that offers practical insights on how to find true happiness and peace from within. In this journey together, we'll explore how Buddhist teachings can transform the way you perceive and respond to life's ups and downs. This isn't just about ancient principles. It's about applying them to our modern lives to achieve a deeper sense of fulfillment and harmony. Throughout this video, we promise to uncover valuable insights that can potentially change your perspective on hardships and difficulties. By the end, you'll not only understand these teachings, but also learn how to apply them practically to your own life. Join us as we embark on this exploration of Buddhist wisdom, where each concept is like a beacon of light, guiding us towards a more peaceful and meaningful existence. Together, let's aim for 1,000 likes on this video, because your engagement fuels our mission to spread these valuable teachings far and wide. Now, let's begin our journey into the heart of Buddhism and discover why, when it hurts, life might just be trying to teach you something profound. Lesson 1: The nature of suffering. Life has its ups and downs, doesn't it? Sometimes, things go smoothly, and other times it feels like everything is falling apart. But what if those tough times, those moments when it hurts the most, are trying to teach us something valuable? Imagine this: you're going through a challenging situation. Maybe you've lost something dear to you, or you're facing a setback in your career. It hurts deeply. But Buddhism teaches us that these moments of pain can be profound teachers if we're open to their lessons. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven. Today, we're delving into the heart of Buddhist wisdom about suffering. Before we dive in, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel if you find this content enriching. In Buddhism, suffering is a fundamental part of the human experience. The Buddha called it Dukkha, which encompasses not just physical pain, but also the dissatisfaction and unease that permeate our lives. It's that feeling when things aren't quite right, when we yearn for something more or different. Understanding Dukkha is crucial because it helps us recognize that suffering is universal. Everyone experiences pain and hardship at some point. It's a part of life's journey. By acknowledging this truth, we can start to approach our own suffering with greater compassion and wisdom. Buddhism teaches us that suffering often arises from our attachment to things being a certain way. We cling to relationships, possessions, and expectations, believing they will bring us lasting happiness. But when these things change or disappoint us, we suffer. The good news is that suffering isn't the end of the story in Buddhism. It's the beginning of understanding. The Buddha taught that suffering can lead us to greater awareness and spiritual growth if we learn from it. It's like a wake-up call that invites us to examine our lives more deeply. When we face challenges, instead of resisting or denying our pain, Buddhism encourages us to lean into it with mindfulness and compassion. By acknowledging our suffering without judgment, we can begin to see its causes more clearly. One powerful concept in Buddhism is the idea that suffering is not just personal but also universal. Everyone experiences pain in their own way, and recognizing this can foster empathy and connection with others. We're all in this together, navigating life's joys and sorrows. In Buddhist philosophy, suffering is seen as a natural part of the human condition. It's not something to be avoided or eliminated entirely, but understood and transcended. Through mindfulness and self-reflection, we can learn to respond to suffering with resilience and inner strength. The teachings on suffering remind us that our reactions to pain often determine its impact on our lives. Instead of being consumed by suffering, we can choose to respond with patience, kindness, and a willingness to learn. This shift in perspective can empower us to grow through adversity. One of the keys to transforming suffering into wisdom is practicing acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or giving up. It means acknowledging reality as it is, including our own pain and the challenges we face. From this place of acceptance, we can find the clarity and courage to move forward. Buddhism offers practical techniques for working with suffering, such as meditation and mindfulness practices. These tools help us cultivate inner peace and resilience, even in the face of life's difficulties. They teach us to observe our thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed by them. When we approach suffering with mindfulness, we create space for healing and transformation. We learn to recognize the impermanent nature of our experiences, knowing that difficult times will pass. This awareness can bring a sense of relief and perspective to our struggles. By embracing the teachings on suffering, we can shift our relationship with pain from one of resistance to one of acceptance and growth. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In conclusion, understanding suffering in the context of Buddhist teachings offers us a profound way to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. It invites us to embrace our humanity fully and to cultivate compassion for ourselves and others along the way. Lesson 2: The concept of suffering, understanding dukkha. In life, we all face moments of pain and struggle. It's natural to wonder why we experience suffering and what it means. Buddhism offers profound insights into this universal human experience. Instead of avoiding pain, it teaches us to understand it. Suffering in Buddhism is called dukkha. It encompasses not just physical pain but also mental anguish, dissatisfaction, and the general sense of unease that pervades human life. It's like an underlying dissatisfaction that arises from not getting what we want or from losing what we cherish. Dukkha teaches us that life is not always smooth. Sometimes, things don't go as planned. It could be a disappointment, a loss, or even the feeling of being stuck. These moments challenge us and push us to grow. Imagine feeling deeply hurt or disappointed. It's like carrying a heavy burden. Buddhism suggests that this suffering is not just something to endure but a teacher. It shows us our vulnerabilities and invites us to explore our inner strength. When we face suffering, it's easy to feel alone or overwhelmed. But Buddhist teachings remind us that suffering is a shared human experience. We are not alone in our pain. Others have faced similar struggles, and their wisdom can guide us. Understanding dukkha is about recognizing the root causes of our suffering. It's not just the external events but also how we react to them. Our desires, attachments, and expectations often lead to disappointment when they are not met. Buddhism invites us to observe our suffering without judgment. Instead of resisting or denying it, we can acknowledge it with compassion. This acceptance doesn't mean resignation but a courageous step towards healing. Have you ever felt stuck in a situation that seems never-ending? It's like being trapped in a cycle of frustration or sadness. Buddhism teaches us that suffering arises from our attachments to how things should be. Letting go of these rigid expectations can bring a sense of liberation. The concept of dukkha encourages us to examine our relationship with pain. Instead of avoiding discomfort, we can learn from it. Every challenge presents an opportunity for growth and understanding. Imagine a river flowing. Sometimes it rushes with force, and other times it slows to a gentle stream. Life's experiences are like this river, ever-changing. Understanding dukkha means learning to navigate these currents with grace and resilience. When we resist pain, it often intensifies. But when we embrace it with mindfulness, we create space for healing. Buddhism teaches us that suffering is not a punishment but a call to awaken compassion and wisdom within ourselves. In the midst of suffering, it's easy to lose sight of our inner strength. But Buddhist teachings remind us that resilience is cultivated through adversity. Each challenge we face can deepen our empathy and understanding for others. Dukkha invites us to reflect on the impermanence of all things. Just as joy fades, so does pain. This awareness helps us appreciate life's fleeting moments and release our grip on expectations. When we acknowledge our suffering, we create space for transformation. Buddhism offers practices like meditation and mindfulness to cultivate inner peace and resilience. These tools empower us to navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and compassion. Imagine a seed planted in fertile soil. Despite the darkness, it sprouts towards the light. Similarly, our suffering can be a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Buddhism teaches us that even in the darkest moments, there is potential for renewal. The concept of Dukkha challenges us to redefine our relationship with pain. Instead of viewing it as a setback, we can see it as a stepping stone towards personal evolution. Each experience of suffering has the power to deepen our wisdom and compassion. Buddhism reminds us that suffering is not the end of the story, but a chapter in our journey towards wholeness. By embracing Dukkha with openness and courage, we can transform our pain into a source of resilience and inner peace. Lesson 3: Impermanence. Embracing change and letting go. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it's easy to feel like everything around us is fixed and permanent. We cling to moments of happiness and success, hoping they will last forever. But Buddhism teaches us something profound: the truth of impermanence. This principle tells us that everything in life, our experiences, relationships, and even our own selves, is constantly changing. Imagine a beautiful flower in bloom. It looks vibrant and perfect, but eventually, it wilts and fades away. This cycle of birth, growth, decay, and death is a natural part of life. Similarly, our lives are filled with moments of joy, sorrow, beginnings, and endings. Understanding impermanence means accepting this natural ebb and flow without resistance. When we resist change, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. Think about times when you've held on to something, whether a job, a relationship, or a dream, long after it was time to let go. That clinging can lead to frustration and disappointment when things inevitably change. Embracing impermanence is about learning to go with the flow of life, adapting gracefully to its twists and turns. Buddhism teaches us that by accepting impermanence, we can find a deep sense of peace within ourselves. Instead of trying to control every aspect of our lives, we learn to appreciate each moment for what it is. Whether we're experiencing joy or facing challenges, we understand that nothing lasts forever. This awareness allows us to savor the good times fully and navigate the tough times with resilience. One practical way to embrace impermanence is through mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we observe our thoughts and feelings as they come and go, like clouds passing in the sky. This practice helps us detach from our attachments and live more freely. Imagine waking up to a beautiful sunrise. You watch the colors change from deep purples to bright oranges and pinks, knowing that in just a short while, the sun will rise higher and the colors will fade. Just like the sunrise, every experience in life is fleeting. By embracing impermanence, we learn to cherish each moment without clinging to it. Letting go is another key aspect of embracing impermanence. It's not about giving up. Rather, it's about releasing our grip on expectations and outcomes. When we let go of our attachment to how things should be, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities that we might not have imagined before. Think about a river flowing downstream. The water moves effortlessly over rocks and bends, never clinging to any one spot. In the same way, when we flow with the changes in our lives, we can navigate challenges with grace and ease. Impermanence teaches us resilience and adaptability, essential skills for living a fulfilling life. The practice of impermanence isn't just about accepting change. It's also about finding beauty in the transient nature of life. Imagine a fleeting moment of laughter with friends, or the gentle touch of a loved one's hand. These moments are precious because they are impermanent. When we appreciate their fleeting beauty, we can experience profound gratitude for the richness of life. One of the greatest gifts of impermanence is its reminder to live fully in the present moment. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, we can focus on what's happening right now. This shift in perspective allows us to be more attentive, loving, and compassionate towards ourselves and others. In Buddhist teachings, Impermanence is not something to fear, but something to embrace as part of the natural order of life. It encourages us to let go of attachments and expectations, freeing us from unnecessary suffering. When we understand that nothing lasts forever, we can approach life with a sense of lightness and joy. Consider the changing seasons. Each season brings its own beauty and challenges, from the warmth of summer to the quiet introspection of winter. Just as the seasons change, so do the circumstances of our lives. Embracing impermanence means appreciating the unique gifts that each season, each moment, brings. Practicing impermanence is a lifelong journey. It requires patience, self-awareness, and a willingness to let go of control. By cultivating mindfulness and letting go of attachments, we can deepen our understanding of impermanence and live more authentically. Imagine a bird soaring through the sky. It doesn't cling to any one place but moves freely with the currents of the wind. Similarly, when we embrace impermanence, we can experience a sense of freedom and lightness in our own lives. We become like the bird, navigating life's changes with grace and courage. Reflect on your own experiences of change. Perhaps you've moved to a new city, started a new job, or experienced a loss. These moments of transition can be challenging, but they also offer opportunities for growth and renewal. By embracing impermanence, we can approach life's changes with curiosity and openness. Ultimately, impermanence invites us to live with greater authenticity and presence. It encourages us to let go of the illusion of control and embrace the mystery of life's unfolding. When we open ourselves to the beauty of impermanence, we discover a profound sense of peace and joy that transcends the ups and downs of life. Lesson 4: Practicing Compassion. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, where we unravel the profound teachings of Buddhism to bring peace and clarity to our lives. Today, we dive into the transformative power of compassion, a core principle that can enrich our relationships and foster inner harmony. Compassion, known as karuna in Buddhism, is more than just feeling sorry for someone. It's about understanding and alleviating suffering. Imagine a world where empathy guides our actions, where kindness flows effortlessly, touching hearts and soothing souls. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in our own concerns. Yet, Buddhism teaches us to extend our awareness beyond ourselves. When we see someone struggling, whether with a smile or a helping hand, we embody the spirit of compassion. Think about a time when someone's kindness made your day brighter. Maybe it was a friend who listened without judgment or a stranger who offered help when you needed it most. These acts of compassion ripple through our lives, creating bonds of understanding and support. Now, consider how you can bring this compassion into your daily interactions. It could be as simple as lending a listening ear to a friend in need, or offering a comforting gesture to a colleague facing challenges. These small acts cultivate a compassionate heart, enriching both giver and receiver. Buddhism teaches us that true compassion begins with self-compassion. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we offer to others. By nurturing self-compassion, we replenish our inner strength and resilience, empowering us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Imagine a world where compassion guides our decisions, where empathy fuels our connections. Each act of compassion, no matter how small, contributes to a collective wave of kindness that uplifts humanity. Research shows that practicing compassion not only benefits others but also enhances our own well-being. It reduces stress, boosts immune function, and fosters a sense of happiness. When we prioritize compassion, we create a positive cycle of empathy and support in our communities. In Buddhist teachings, the practice of loving-kindness meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating compassion. By silently repeating phrases of goodwill towards ourselves and others, we nurture a compassionate heart. This practice extends beyond words, shaping our thoughts and actions towards greater empathy. Now, let's reflect on how we can integrate compassion into our daily lives. This starts with mindfulness, being present in each moment, attuned to the needs of others. As we cultivate mindfulness, we deepen our capacity for compassion, fostering genuine connections and healing wounds. Compassion is not just a feeling. It's a transformative force that can heal divisions and foster unity. When we approach each interaction with empathy and kindness, we contribute to a more compassionate world. In conclusion, let's embrace the power of compassion in our lives. From small acts of kindness to profound gestures of empathy, each moment presents an opportunity to make a difference. Together, let's cultivate compassion and create a world where understanding and kindness flourish. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. Stay tuned for more insights from Buddhism, guiding us towards greater peace and harmony in our lives. Lesson 5. The Middle Way, Balancing Extremes for Harmonious Living. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, finding balance can feel like a distant dream. We often swing between extremes, either too much or too little of something. But there's a timeless wisdom from Buddhism that offers us a path to harmony. The middle way. Imagine life as a journey where you navigate between two banks of a river. On one side, there's excess. Too much of anything overwhelms and clouds our clarity. On the other side, there's deprivation. Too little leaves us wanting and unfulfilled. The middle way invites us to find that sweet spot in the middle, where we experience contentment and peace. Think about it like walking a tightrope. You need balance to stay upright and move forward. In life, balance means neither indulging excessively in pleasures nor denying ourselves basic needs. It's about finding a healthy moderation that sustains us physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Buddhism teaches us that extremes lead to suffering. When we chase after excessive wealth, fame, or sensory pleasures, we might feel temporary joy but often end up feeling empty and restless. Similarly, denying ourselves basic comforts or overburdening ourselves with ascetic practices can lead to physical and emotional strain. The middle way isn't about strict rules or rigid boundaries. It's a flexible approach to life's challenges. It encourages us to be mindful of our choices, finding a path that honors both our needs and the well-being of others. It's about living authentically, without the pressure to conform to societal expectations or trends. Finding balance starts with self-awareness. By observing our habits and behaviors, we can identify where we tend to lean towards extremes. Maybe it's overworking to achieve success or overindulging to cope with stress. Awareness helps us course-correct, gently guiding us back to a more balanced way of living. Moderation doesn't mean dulling life's richness. It means enjoying life's pleasures consciously, appreciating each moment without clinging to it. Whether it's savoring a delicious meal, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing our passions, the middle way invites us to engage fully, without getting lost in excess. Practicing moderation fosters resilience. When we face challenges, a balanced approach helps us navigate them with clarity and grace. Instead of being swept away by emotions or overwhelmed by circumstances, we can respond thoughtfully, drawing on our inner strength and wisdom. In relationships, the middle way teaches us to find equilibrium. It's about respecting boundaries, honoring our own needs while empathizing with others. It's a delicate dance of give and take, where communication and understanding create harmony rather than discord. Embracing the middle way cultivates a deeper sense of self-awareness and compassion. It's a journey of personal growth, where we learn to appreciate life's nuances and embrace its uncertainties. By letting go of extremes and embracing balance, we create space for peace and fulfillment to flourish. Finding balance isn't a one-time achievement but a lifelong practice. It requires patience and commitment to continually adjust and refine our approach to life. As we walk the middle way, we discover that true happiness lies not in extremes but in the gentle rhythm of a balanced life. Lesson 6. Compassion. Cultivating empathy and kindness. Welcome, dear friends, to another insightful part of our journey into Buddhism. Today, we explore one of the most profound teachings, compassion. This isn't just about feeling sorry for someone. It's about understanding their struggles and genuinely wanting to ease their pain. Imagine a world where everyone understands each other's feelings, where kindness flows effortlessly, and where empathy bridges gaps between hearts. That's the essence of compassion in Buddhism, a guiding light for a better world. Compassion begins with ourselves. It's about recognizing our own struggles and extending the same understanding to others. When we learn to be kind to ourselves, we naturally become kinder to those around us. In Buddhist philosophy, compassion is called karuna. It's a deep, heartfelt desire to alleviate suffering, both our own and others. It's like a warm embrace that says, "I understand, and I'm here for you." When we cultivate compassion, we create a ripple effect of positivity. Small acts of kindness, like a smile, a listening ear, or a helping hand, can brighten someone's day and create a chain reaction of goodwill. Compassion isn't limited to those we know or like. It extends to everyone, even strangers and those we find difficult. It's about seeing beyond outward appearances to recognize the shared humanity in all beings. Research shows that practicing compassion has tangible benefits. It reduces stress, boosts our immune system, and increases our overall sense of happiness. When we make compassion a habit, we not only benefit others but also enhance our own well-being. In Buddhist teachings, the practice of loving-kindness meditation is a powerful way to cultivate compassion. It involves wishing happiness and well-being for ourselves and others. This practice helps soften our hearts and strengthens our connection to the world around us. Compassion isn't about fixing everything. It's about showing up with an open heart. Sometimes, simply being present and offering empathy can make a world of difference to someone going through a tough time. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is the interconnectedness of all beings. When we practice compassion, we acknowledge this interconnection and contribute to a more harmonious world. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to overlook the importance of compassion. Yet, it's the glue that holds relationships, communities, and societies together. By fostering compassion, we build bridges and create bonds that transcend differences. Let's reflect on how we can incorporate more compassion into our daily lives. It starts with small gestures. Being kind to a neighbor, offering support to a friend, or simply listening without judgment. Compassion requires us to step outside ourselves and see the world through another's eyes. It's about being fully present and offering our genuine presence as a gift to those around us. As we cultivate compassion, we develop a deeper understanding of the human experience. We realize that we're all in this together, struggling, growing, and seeking happiness in our own ways. Today, let's commit to practicing compassion in our thoughts, words, and actions. Together, we can create a ripple effect of kindness that spreads far and wide, making our world a brighter place for all beings. Lesson 7: Mindfulness, Present Moment Awareness. Welcome to Wisdom Woven. Today, we're diving into a powerful concept that can bring calm and clarity to our busy lives: mindfulness. Imagine being fully present in each moment, free from worries about the past or anxieties about the future. That's what mindfulness is all about. Mindfulness is like a superpower that helps us pay attention to what's happening right now. It's about noticing our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judging them. This simple practice can transform how we experience life, bringing us more peace and joy. Have you ever found yourself rushing through life, barely noticing the beauty around you? Mindfulness teaches us to slow down and savor each moment. Whether it's the warmth of sunlight on your skin or the taste of your favorite meal, mindfulness helps us appreciate life's small pleasures. In today's hectic world, our minds are often filled with distractions. Mindfulness offers a way to calm the chaos. By focusing on the present moment, we can reduce stress and anxiety. It's like pressing pause on the constant stream of worries and finding a moment of stillness within. Imagine a tool that helps you respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. That's mindfulness in action. By practicing mindfulness, we can choose how we react to challenges, instead of letting them overwhelm us. It empowers us to make wiser decisions and build healthier relationships. Mindfulness isn't about emptying our minds of thoughts. It's about observing our thoughts without getting caught up in them. This awareness allows us to break free from negative thought patterns and cultivate a more positive mindset. Research shows that mindfulness has incredible benefits for our well-being. It can improve our focus, enhance our relationships, and even boost our immune system. It's a practice backed by science and embraced by people around the world for its profound impact on mental and emotional health. One of the simplest ways to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Take a moment to focus on your breath. Notice how it feels as you inhale and exhale. This simple exercise can instantly bring you back to the present moment, grounding you in the here and now. Mindfulness isn't just for quiet moments of meditation. We can bring mindfulness into our daily activities, like walking, eating, or even washing dishes. It's about bringing our full attention to whatever we're doing without letting our minds wander. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by a whirlwind of thoughts? Mindfulness offers a way to find peace amidst the storm. By observing our thoughts non-judgmentally, we can create space between ourselves and our worries. This inner clarity allows us to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience. Imagine if everyone practiced mindfulness. We might see more kindness, patience, and understanding in the world. Mindfulness cultivates empathy and compassion, helping us connect more deeply with others and ourselves. In today's fast-paced society, we're often pressured to multitask and rush through our days. Mindfulness invites us to slow down and prioritize what truly matters. It's a gentle reminder to be kind to ourselves and others, embracing each moment with gratitude. Mindfulness is a skill that anyone can develop with practice. It's not about perfection, but about making a conscious effort to be present. Like any skill, the more we practice, the easier it becomes to integrate mindfulness into our daily lives. As we practice mindfulness, we become more attuned to our own needs and emotions. This self-awareness empowers us to make choices that align with our values and bring us fulfillment. It's about living with intention and authenticity. Have you ever noticed how a simple moment of mindfulness can shift your entire perspective? It's like seeing the world with fresh eyes, appreciating its beauty and complexity. Mindfulness opens us up to a deeper sense of wonder and gratitude for the gift of life. Mindfulness isn't just a trend. It's a timeless practice that has been passed down through generations. From ancient Buddhist teachings to modern psychology, mindfulness continues to offer profound insights into the human experience. Today, I invite you to embark on a journey of mindfulness with me. Together, let's explore how this practice can enrich our lives and bring us closer to inner peace. Let's embrace each moment with mindfulness and discover the joy of living fully awake and aware. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, practicing mindfulness is a gift we give to ourselves and those around us. Let's start this practice together and watch how it transforms our lives for the better. Lesson 8: The Four Noble Truths, the Heart of Buddhist Wisdom. Welcome, dear friends, to another insightful journey into the core teachings of Buddhism. In this part, we delve into what are known as the Four Noble Truths, the foundational principles that guide practitioners towards understanding and liberation. Let's begin by exploring the first noble truth, dukkha, often translated as suffering or unsatisfactoriness. It doesn't just refer to obvious pain, but encompasses the inherent dissatisfaction found in all aspects of life. The second noble truth reveals the cause of dukkha, craving or attachment. This relentless desire for things to be different from how they are keeps us trapped in cycles of dissatisfaction and suffering. Moving on to the third noble truth, we discover that there is an end to suffering. It's not an abstract promise, but a practical insight into the possibility of liberation from the grip of craving and attachment. The fourth noble truth outlines the path to the cessation of suffering, known as the Noble Eightfold Path. This path offers a practical framework for living ethically, cultivating wisdom, and training the mind to achieve true freedom. Understanding these truths isn't just about philosophical contemplation, but about applying them to our daily lives. By recognizing and addressing the causes of suffering, we can begin to alleviate it both for ourselves and others. Imagine a life where instead of chasing after fleeting pleasures, we find contentment in the present moment. This shift in perspective, rooted in the Four Noble Truths, invites us to explore deeper dimensions of peace and happiness. Incorporating these truths into our lives isn't about becoming perfect, but about cultivating awareness and compassion towards ourselves and others. It's a journey of growth and transformation, guided by timeless wisdom. As we reflect on the Four Noble Truths, we see how they offer a roadmap for navigating life's challenges with resilience and clarity. They empower us to move beyond mere survival to thriving in every aspect of our existence. Consider how your own experiences align with these truths. Have you noticed moments of dissatisfaction or clinging to desires? Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards embracing the path to freedom. Each noble truth builds upon the other, creating a holistic understanding of human experience and the potential for liberation. This profound wisdom isn't confined to a specific belief system but resonates with seekers of truth across cultures and time. Applying the Four Noble Truths involves practical steps like mindfulness, ethical living, and cultivating wisdom. These practices aren't meant to be rigid rules but flexible tools to help us navigate life's complexities with grace and insight. Imagine a world where everyone understands these truths, where compassion and understanding replace judgment and conflict. This vision of a harmonious society begins with each of us embodying these principles in our daily interactions. Let's take a moment to appreciate the depth and simplicity of these truths. They invite us to look inward, to question our assumptions, and to discover a profound sense of peace that transcends fleeting circumstances. Incorporating the Four Noble Truths into our lives requires courage and commitment. It's about embracing change and stepping into the unknown with openness and curiosity. This journey is not always easy, but it is deeply rewarding. As we conclude this exploration of the Four Noble Truths, remember that these teachings are not just words, they are invitations to transformation. May they inspire you to cultivate greater wisdom, compassion, and happiness in your own journey. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening exploration of Buddhist wisdom. Stay tuned for more insights and practical guidance in our upcoming parts as we continue to unravel the profound teachings of Buddhism. Lesson 9, The Four Noble Truths, the foundation of Buddhist teachings. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we unravel profound wisdom for a happier life. Today, we dive into the essence of Buddhist teachings with the Four Noble Truths, a fundamental guide to understanding life's challenges and finding lasting peace. In Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths are like pillars that support the entire structure of this ancient philosophy. They reveal deep insights into the nature of human existence and offer a pathway to liberation from suffering. Let's begin our journey by exploring each noble truth and how it can transform our understanding of life. The truth of suffering. The first noble truth teaches us about suffering, dukkha. It's not just physical pain, but includes the mental anguish, dissatisfaction, and discomfort we all experience at different times in life. Whether it's loss, illness, or even unmet expectations, suffering is a universal part of the human condition. The cause of suffering. Moving to the second noble truth, we discover the cause of suffering, samadaya. It points to craving and attachment, the relentless desire for things to be different or to hold on to what we cherish. This attachment leads to suffering because nothing in life is permanent or completely satisfying. The end of suffering. Now, let's explore the third noble truth, which offers hope. The end of suffering, nirodha. It reveals that suffering can cease. By understanding and addressing the root cause, our attachments and cravings, we can find liberation and peace. The path to the end of suffering. Finally, the fourth noble truth lays out the path to the end of suffering, magga. Known as the Eightfold Path, it's a practical guide to living ethically, cultivating wisdom, and nurturing mindfulness. This path includes right understanding, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration. Understanding these truths isn't just about intellectual knowledge. It's about applying them to our daily lives. By recognizing suffering, understanding its causes, believing in its end, and walking the path, we can transform our experience of life. Imagine waking up each day with a deep sense of peace, knowing that whatever challenges arise, you have the tools to face them with clarity and compassion. In our next part, we'll delve deeper into the Eightfold Path, exploring how each step can lead us closer to a life of fulfillment and inner harmony. Stay tuned, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more insights into living a meaningful life based on timeless wisdom. Let's continue this journey together towards greater understanding and joy. Conclusion: transforming pain into wisdom. Life's journey is filled with moments of joy and pain, each offering us opportunities to learn and grow. When we face difficult times, it's natural to feel overwhelmed or discouraged. But what if, instead of seeing these challenges as setbacks, we view them as valuable lessons that life is trying to teach us? Think about a time when you faced a tough situation, maybe a setback at work or a disagreement with a loved one. In those moments, it's easy to feel like the world is against us. But what if these moments are actually invitations for us to pause, reflect, and grow? Embracing the idea that, when it hurts, life is trying to teach you something shifts our perspective. It encourages us to look beyond the pain and see the deeper meaning behind our experiences. Every challenge we encounter carries within it a lesson, a chance for us to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Consider the wisdom of Buddhist teachings, which emphasize the impermanent nature of all things. Nothing stays the same forever, not even our struggles. Understanding this can bring a sense of peace, knowing that difficult times will eventually pass. Imagine viewing your hardships not as obstacles to avoid, but as stepping stones on your journey of personal growth. Each experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to your learning and evolution as a person. When we learn to accept and embrace life's lessons, we empower ourselves to overcome adversity with grace and courage. Instead of resisting change or clinging to what was, we flow with the natural rhythms of life. Think about the concept of non-attachment, letting go of our fixation on outcomes and learning to find contentment within ourselves. When we release our attachment to how things should be, we open ourselves to new possibilities and opportunities for growth. Consider the middle way, which teaches us to find balance in all things. It's about avoiding extremes and embracing moderation. By finding this balance, we cultivate a sense of harmony within ourselves and in our interactions with others. Reflect on the power of compassion. When we extend kindness and empathy to ourselves and others, we create a ripple effect of positivity. Compassion allows us to connect deeply with others' experiences and offer support in times of need. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in our ability to navigate life's challenges. By staying present in each moment, we develop clarity and insight into our thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness teaches us to respond, rather than react, to difficult situations. Acceptance is key to finding peace and contentment in life. It's about acknowledging reality as it is, without resistance or judgment. When we practice acceptance, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and find inner tranquility. Consider the Four Noble Truths, which form the foundation of Buddhist philosophy. They teach us about the nature of suffering, its causes, and the path to liberation from suffering. These truths provide a roadmap for living a life of meaning and purpose. Explore the Eightfold Path, which guides us in cultivating ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. This path offers practical teachings on how to live with integrity and cultivate inner peace. In conclusion, remember that life's challenges are not meant to break us, but to make us stronger. When it hurts, life is offering us an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. By embracing these lessons with an open heart and mind, we transform pain into wisdom and find deeper meaning in our journey. Together, let's embrace the teachings of Buddhism and discover the profound wisdom that lies within every experience. Let's continue this journey of self-discovery and growth, supporting each other along the way. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of how, when it hurts, life is trying to teach you something. Stay tuned for more insights and inspirations on Wisdom Woven. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more transformative content.